So the name of the strategy is APA strategy, and the long form of APA strategy is advanced price action. So today is our first session, and I will be sending you guys all of these sessions because I'll be recording them, and I'll send you a video straight after each and any session. So then I think we can proceed. At first, what we'll be looking at the structures that we usually use. Since we trade price action, that means we only deal with the candlestick patterns and nothing else. So we'll try checking out the structures. The first structure that we'll be checking out today, it's called invalidation. So for example, we could have this downtrend right here. Let's say this is our downtrend, then price gets to break structure. So after the break of structure right here, that means price has a high possibility to change the direction of the trend from a downtrend to an uptrend after breaking this structure right here. So we have to look out for a buy trade. In order to get a buy trade, we'll consider this structure right here as our invalidation point. So this structure is what we call invalidation point. The invalidation point is always our second last structure. We have our last structure, then we have our second last structure. So price has a possibility of creating some lows respecting our invalidation point so that we can proceed creating more highs to the upside. This is an example just in case we have a downtrend. And also, if we have an uptrend, it's also going to be the same, but vice versa. So let's say this is our uptrend. Then price gets to break structure right here. So after the break of this structure, we will be expecting price to respect our invalidation point. Remember, we said that our invalidation point is the second last structure. That means we have our last structure, then we have our second last structure. So price has a possibility of creating some highs and respecting our invalidation point so that we can proceed creating more lows to the downside. Are we together till there? Anyone with any questions, you guys should be free to ask before we proceed. Okay, so let's try to check out some live examples. And if anyone is having any questions, you should always be free to ask. So let's try to find out some live examples for the invalidation point. Right here, we have this example. So what happened is that price was creating some highs. We made a high, we made a low, we made a high, low, we made a high, then price came to break structure at this point. That means this was our last structure. Then right here, we had our second last structure. So price made some highs, and we came to respect our invalidation point right here. That's when we had this sell trade. So that's our first example. Let's try to add another example. We also have another example right here. So what happened is that price had a downtrend, and at this time, price made some lows, then we came to break structure. right here. So after the break of structure, price came back to respect our invalidation point. This is our invalidation point right here. So price came to respect our invalidation point, and that's when we had a buy trade. Are we together till there? Anyone with any questions?
No.
Yeah, okay. So let's even add one more extra example. So right here, yes. Okay, so right here we had this uptrend. Then price made a low, we made a high, we made a low. Price came to break structure right here. After the break of structure, price came back to respect our invalidation point. That's when we had a buy trade. So that's all about the invalidation. Another structure we'll be talking about today, it's called invalidation X. So on the invalidation X, let's say we could have this downtrend right here. Let's say we could have this downtrend. Then before price